Students, go on page number 9 in social science book. Students, page number 9 available, second chapter under history. Chapter name is New Kings and Kingdoms. Students, here kings means, I hope, as you know, kings means ruler, sultan, and kingdom means dynasty. Let us try to understand about of this chapter in detail. But students, first introduction about of this chapter. The early period of medieval Indian history was marked by the scramble for powers among the various Indian kingdoms, various Indian dynasties in the north direction of the country. It was also a period of political uncertainty caused by foreign invasions, which set the stage for the later events of Indian history as they involved. It also saw the rise of the Chol dynasty in the south direction, which we shall look at the closely through a case study in this chapter one by one. First topic is, students, emergence of new kingdoms in north, west and central India. Let us try to understand one by one which kingdoms were famous in the north direction of India, which kingdoms famous in west direction of India, and which were famous in central India. The 17th century, students, saw the rise of chieftains or landlords known as the Samant or subordinates in different parts of the Indian subcontinent. In due course of time, they acquired powers, resources, wealth, and their independence to establish their own kingdoms. For example, Danti Durg defeated the Chalukya dynasty and laid the foundation of the Rashtrakud dynasty. On the other hand, chieftains means here, students, landlords, chieftains such as the Gurjar Pratihar dynasty of their traditional occupation and successfully established their kingdoms in Rajasthan present day. Next is, students, three-party struggle. Next topic is three-party struggle. Let us try to understand about of three-party struggle. The three-party struggle, students, three-party means here three political party and a struggle, you know. So a struggle between three political party for Kannauj. Let us try to understand. But students, at that time, what was the condition and situation of the Kannauj? Kannauj had become the center of all political developments that time in North India during the long reign of King Harshvardhan. Number second, Kannauj, a strategic position, fostered trade and commerce, and the high fertility of the soil encouraged agricultural growth. Therefore, all new kingdoms were interested in acquiring control over Kannauj. What is three-party struggle? The beginning of the medieval Indian history was marked by a long drawn struggle among the Gurjar Pratihar of Malwa. Keep it in your mind, students. Number first was Gurjar Pratihar dynasty of Malwa. Number second was the Rashtrakud dynasty of Deccan and the Pal dynasty of Bengal to establish their power over Kannauj. This event is described by historians as the three-party struggle, means a struggle between three political parties for Kannauj. Here, students, next topic is the Gurjar Pratihar dynasty. Let us try to understand about of Gurjar Pratihar dynasty in detail. The Gurjar Pratihar's rulers over western India in parts of western and central Rajasthan and parts of central India. Their location made it possible for them to resist the Arab invasions. They had initially been local officials but had carved out principalities for themselves. The Gurjar Pratihar had a long line of powerful rulers, but students, it is question who was the founder? Who was the founder of Gurjar Pratihar dynasty? Keep it in your mind. Nag Bhatt first was the founder of Gurjar Pratihar dynasty in 750 C. Next is the Pal dynasty. The Pal empire was founded by Gopal. Keep it in your mind. Who was the founder of Pal dynasty? Founder of Pal dynasty was Gopal. Around 750 CE, his empire extended over the states of present-day Bengal state, Bihar state, parts of Odisha and some parts of Nepal country. Later, under Dharampal and his son Devpal, the empire extended over present-day Bengal, Kannauj, Odisha, Bihar, Assam, northern India and Nepal. The Tibetan chronicles inform us that the Pals, about of Pals, it is most important resources were patrons of Buddhist learning, literature and education, donating generously to Nalanda University, a major center of Buddhist learning. Next is Rashtrakud dynasty. Let us try to understand about of Rashtrakud dynasty in detail. The Rashtrakud dynasty was founded by Dantidurg. Who was the founder of Rashtrakud dynasty? Dantidurg was the founder of Rashtrakud dynasty in Deccan region, especially in the area of present-day Maharashtra. It later included Maharashtra, Gujarat and some parts of Malwa. The word here, students, Rashtkut means, the word Rasht in Sanskrit means territory, while Kut means chieftains, landlords. Before acquiring the estates of a ruling dynasty in the Deccan, the Rashtrakuts were chieftains in central India. The capital of the empire, Rashtkut empire, was Malkhet or Manekhet near modern Solapur in Maharashtra state. The capital of the empire was Malkhet. Yes, apart from the three-party struggle, they were in constant conflict with the Chalukya of Vengi, the Pallava of Kanchi and the Pandya of Madurai. Next topic is, students, the Chauhan dynasty. Let us try to understand about of Chauhan dynasty. The Chauhan or Chahman, both are same name. Chauhan is better known as Chahman dynasty of Ajmer was established in the 11th century C. Before establishing their dynasty, the Chauhans were vassals. VASSALS. Vassals means, students, here vassals of person under the protection of a ruler. What is vassals? Vassals of person under the protection of a ruler to whom he wished tribute and military help is known as vassals. The vassals, Chauhans were vassals of the Gurjar Pratihar dynasty. One of the greatest ruler of the Chauhan dynasty was Vigrahraj, who captured Chittorgarh. Prithviraj Chauhan, the most famous, most important, most powerful Chauhan ruler. Who was the most important and powerful Chauhan ruler? Prithviraj Chauhan. Keep it in your mind. Ascended the throne of Ajmer in 1177 C. He followed a various policy of expansion of empire, wherein his most famous expeditions was against the Chandel dynasty of Bundelkhand. The events of Prithviraj reigns have also been described in Prithviraj Raso, composed by his own court poet Chandbardai. Keep it in mind, to students, who was the writer of Prithviraj Raso? Chandbardai. Chandbardai was the writer of Prithviraj Raso. Prithviraj Chauhan was engaged in the first battle of Tarai and second battle of Tarai against Muhammad Ghori in 1191 to 1192 C respectively. He was defeated and cast out after the second battle of Tarai. Okay, thank you student.